Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are back, as promised. Our boy Plague.
What up, everybody?
Our boy Plague.
Hey.
He's here with us at ECGC. He's been hanging out at the True booth all week with us and, kind of helping us with the audio issues that we had early on.
Yep.
Hanging out with us after hours and stuff. But we're going to do a little interview because, as you guys know, Plague has his very own podcast that is partnered with iHeartRadio called Gamer Chat Weekly. He is kind of one of the members of the TRUgaming family in Discord that knows the in and outs of Twitch, and he's done this before. He knows what he's doing. So we're going to get right into it. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Plague.
Hi, I'm AdmiredPlague. As everyone knows, you guys saw cutaway shots of me earlier while watching you guys in chat and stuff. I also go by Cameron, for those that don't know. That's my actual name.
Yes.
I didn't know half their actual names. I only knew Zach's and Chris, Dustin White, only because of Facebook. I had no idea Big Panda's name was Hayden. I had no idea Doc's name was
Really?
Matt.
You didn't?
No idea.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'm Cameron, or Plague.
Cameron or
Plague.
Plague. I think Shelly knew that you were Cameron.
Yeah, Shelly knows Cameron because
her
her boyfriend's name is Cameron.
It's a good name.
Not me, though.
That's Bay.
It's Bay.
If you're watching.
Hi, Shelly.
So,
And good luck.
I guess let's go ahead and jump into it. I think a little bit later we'll open it up to chat and let them ask you questions. But I guess my first question is, how'd you get your start on Twitch or in broadcasting in general?
All right, this is a fun story. So 5 years ago, before Twitch, there was something called Justin.tv.
Yep.
And I was always interested in what people had to offer, what the content was on Justin.tv, and they opened it up to games. Well, they didn't really want a whole lot of gaming stuff, and they kind of shut that stuff down. And as that website kind of evolved and changed, and Twitch was born, I had already started a video game review website called UGRgaming.com.
Yes, very
and
familiar.
we were looking for ways to get more involved with the community, get more feedback and talk, and be more responsive and open to our community.
Yeah.
And from that, we ended up we made a YouTube channel for us. I did a bunch of work, and one of our writers and I started a top 10 series on this YouTube channel. And from there, we're like, why don't we do a podcast? Podcasting's pretty big right now. Let's get into that. So we started the podcast first, and that it took us a month to come across Gamer Chat Weekly as a name. Naming something is always the hardest part of a brand. It's what do you call yourself? What do you call your product? We're like, well, we're a bunch of gamers. We're here talking about games, so chat, and we do it every week.
Yeah.
So Gamer Chat Weekly was born.
That's awesome.
And we started on a small little podcast platform called Podomatic. Podomatic we were on for a few months, and then another company called Spreaker had just started growing.
Yeah.
And one of their community managers had reached out to me because she had heard of my podcast and actually wanted to steal us from Podomatic. So they were like, well, here's our offer to you. Here's everything you get. We'll make you a VIP, no cost. Try out our service to see how it goes. So it was almost like an instant partnership because they were taking us to another platform.
Yeah.
Well, right away, the moment I saw their tools, the analytics, and who they had partnered with, for their own website, I was like, oh, this is a smart move.
Yeah.
This is something I'm interested in. So I reached back out to her and I was like, hey, I would really, really, really like to jump ship off Podomatic. Podomatic, their entire file storage system was based off of how big your podcast was, how file size was. So on their pro plan, you only got 10 gigs of space. Well, I record an hour-long podcast with 4 people or 3 people, depending on if we have a guest or not. Yeah. And those podcasts can get upwards of a few hundred megabytes of really crisp audio. So we can only get maybe 40 episodes or so.
Now, is that 10 gigabytes per
That is total storage.
That's total storage.
So we can only go.
If you hit that cap, that's all you get.
We have to start archiving earlier episodes. So what ended up happening was when I went to Spreaker, they were time-based. So you get allotted time storage. Doesn't matter how big the file is or how crisp the audio and clean the audio is, it's based on how much time.
Okay, that makes more sense.
We figured if we had a plan that had 100 hours total for storage, that is 100 episodes. That is a way bigger difference than 40 episodes on Podomatic. So it was clear to me what the right decision was. We jumped ship. I think I tried their stuff out for 3 months, under some VIP plan just to try it out and see if I liked it. And then I paid for 3 months, and then they were like, "Hey, we just got this new thing with iHeartRadio, where some of our podcasters have the opportunity to apply to iHeartRadio.
Oh, wow.
So it's an application process. Not everyone gets
Yeah.
in. That's one of the like biggest misconceptions of iHeartRadio podcasting is that anyone can just be on iHeartRadio. No. I mean, there's a very long application process, and they handpick everybody, and you get to go through an interview process and all this other stuff, and you have to make sure your content is on par all the time. 'Cause if it's not, then they can drop you.
So they have a set quality with iHeartRadio.
Right.
Wow, that's impressive.
So we applied the first round, we were denied. They said that we just needed to get a couple more episodes under our belt on Spreaker because we weren't able to bring our old podcast from Podomatic over, so we put them on discs and actually gave them out one year.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
So we applied about 2 months after that, and we were accepted with flying colors. Like they were like, "Yep, good to go. This is the growth that we wanted to see with the channel." And once we got sponsored by iHeartRadio, Spreaker gave us their entire studio package. We're talking it's like $1,000 a month package
Holy
for
crap.
free as an iHeartRadio sponsor.
Wow.
So that opened the doors for us to do a whole lot of new things, and now we run ads and we have all this other stuff. And we have our own app. If you download the Spreaker app, we're on there. So we have like our own like little space to thrive and grow. From podcasting, there was this itch in the back of my mind. It's like I want to be on video. I've always gone to digital media colleges, trade shows.
Exactly.
I've always been in front of and behind cameras, and I was like, this is something I really want to do. My friends think I'm funny, so I was like, yeah, let's try this out. So I saw Twitch, and I was like, wow, Twitch would be a great place for UGR. At first, I wasn't thinking the podcast because the podcast was originally part of UGR. It was like it was like a sister company type of thing because I was working for both. Whereas I was the media guy for UGR. I was going to PAX, BlizzCon, E3, all these different places, working for UGR, doing media stuff. And then I was like, I want to do a podcast that's all under the realm of media. So when I started the Twitch channel, my first Twitch channel was UGR Gaming on Twitch, which is now a partnered stream.
Okay.
My boss and I, Brandon, who now runs it, he had no idea what streaming was. So like I had started to figure out what streaming was and learning the ins and outs and like talking to other streamers that had just started because Twitch was pretty much just growing. Like, it was like it is now where it's saturated. I wouldn't say saturated, but it's getting to the point where it's getting like YouTube where everyone's trying to be someone else.
Exactly.
So
what year did you start in?
Twitch was 5 years ago.
Wow. So you've been with Twitch in
2012.
Wow. Holy crap.
Yeah.
So you've been with it for that long?
Yes. Our first channel, we got partnered with XSplit early because we were using XSplit for podcasting, which is why most people look at me like, well, XSplit, why XSplit? Well, because OBS wasn't a thing yet, because Twitch was still brand new, live stream was still new. XSplit was there for audio and light video recording for gameplay footage. Yes, it was a paid-only service way back in the day.
Yeah.
But because of my work with the podcast and Gamer Chat Weekly, they had sponsored us, and now we have a lifetime license essentially with XSplit. But I'm also a huge referral for them. I go out and help them with their shows and stuff at PAX. I was actually recently just there at PAX East at their booth.
Yep, we saw you there.
Things.
Yeah.
So that's how I got an XSplit, and then with XSplit I found out that you can live stream with it too. So then naturally, I've already used the software. I brought it into Twitch. So
you've literally seen XSplit evolve from a podcasting platform into what it is now.
So
currently.
they just had it was a 5-year anniversary gift that they just put out on Twitter a couple weeks ago, and it was every one of their start screens, load up screens in a row from the first year to current, and it was like which start screen did you first see? And I was like the first one, baby,
the very first one.
So you guys can hate on me all you want for me using XSplit, but I mean I've had nothing but a good time with them. I've trained other people how to use it. I've gotten some Discord fam to use it. I mean you can use OBS if you want. It's personal preference. I mean I use other streaming software for different events and different things I'm doing. Infiniscene is one of those. It's a web-based software. I use that for my Gamer Chat Weekly live streams. Okay. Because they allowed you to actually like not take over, but use other people's webcams as a source. So instead of using Skype or G Hangouts, where the webcam feed can change dramatically, like based on who's talking or what's being done, it's hard to set up an overlay towards those webcams that you have no control over as the main person producing the show. Yeah. Infiniscene allows me to grab everyone's webcam key, and I could use their webcam at will and bring it in and slide it somewhere.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm able to actually work around overlays and make it look like a really good production.
You know, you might kind of touching on that a little bit. We're starting True Talk.
Yep.
That might be something that, like, I guess
I'm gonna definitely be talking about
talking
that.
to Green and Doc and
And the
myself.
the nice thing about Infiniscene, because it is cloud-based, no matter where you set up the system, you can go to any other place, any convention, any other state, country, wherever, log in, and everything is ready to go.
Yeah.
So for conferences, you could have a conference preset template and just drop it in, and everything's ready.
That's
all
awesome.
set up. So it's a wonderful system, and Stu Grubbs is the community manager there. He's a good guy. If you guys ever have a chance to see him, he gives the best hugs.
The best hugs?
Yeah. He's the best
I don't know,
hugs.
dude. Your hug was pretty legit.
I give some good hugs too.
You got pretty excited though when you saw us.
Yes, I was so happy when I saw you guys. I came around the corner and I was like, "Fam, like I'm home."
Freaking
like finally,
home,
the 10-hour
man.
drive down here was worth it. So I was stoked.
One of the questions I've had for you, like since we've all been in Discord together, is like, how did you find True?
Facebook.
Really, you found it through Facebook?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
There was a Facebook ad that Green had ran, and I was at the time looking for a stream team. Like I'm still looking for a stream team. If anyone in Discord has a stream team, hire me. No.
Yeah.
So I was looking for a community or a stream team or something, because when I first started Twitch, I was part of a stream team, a partner stream team called The Pink. It was a like LGBTQ friendly, zero tolerance for hate type group.
Exactly.
For people that don't know what it is, a couple big streamers that were part of my team were Oshi7, Elohim, Co Carnage, Silent Sentry. That's where most of them got their start, was on this team that I was part of. So that's how I actually know a lot of those people. So like I've actually had a couple True fam in my channel when a couple of those guys had rated me once, and I jumped from 20, 30 viewers to 2,000.
Yeah,
and it wasn't an eye
that's
for a charity
insane.
stream or something. So like that's where I got my start, was with that team with UGR Gaming's Twitch channel.
Yeah.
So I got into that team, and they helped me grow, and I was amongst giants essentially. I was kind of like this little person just starting out, and they really helped mold me into what I do now.
Yeah.
And how I run a stream, and it allows me to stream coach you guys, which is super fun. Like I love going into your guys' channel and just kind of picking little things apart on your channel and helping you guys out. And I've definitely seen huge improvements of the channels that I've been to and
That's
helped
awesome.
and stuff. So it's been fun.
Well, I can definitely say like you being in Discord and having like Streamer 101 and like the experiences of I guess like the True ambassadors, since we're kind of like established, and Dan the Dapper, all of the sponsor streamers, like I see us helping a lot of these younger guys that don't know like what streaming's about. We're building a community around that, and it's like a massive pleasure having you there. And you're like one of my good friends now.
Yeah,
so.
I'm a friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found Discord through Green's marketing through Facebook, and I was like, oh, this sounds fun. I walked in, I never had Discord. So fun fact, I didn't use Discord until last August because I had a sponsorship with Gamebox, which was another VoIP free service.
I remember that.
And I had them for a year, and they were pretty nice, but the service wasn't. They weren't doing what I needed to do. Cause like there was stuff that I was doing with Twitch and things that didn't have the integration that Discord has with Twitch. So when everyone's like, oh, Discord, I'm like, I can't use it. But they're sending me coasters, though. I like these Gamebox coasters that I have at home, and I got Gamebox shirts and stuff, and they took care of their sponsors, which was nice.
Yeah.
But once, the year was up, and I chose not to renew because I wanted to see what this Discord thing was all about, and that's the first thing I saw was the TRUgaming Discord community, and I was like, this is where I belong. And it's been home ever since.
Dude, I've been with in the True Discord since like the very beginning, and when I remember when you joined and you were talking about like XSplit and like all the stuff you were like, I was like, this guy's gonna be my friend. I'm like,
He's gonna help me.
Like I fangirl a little bit when you're talking about like all of the stuff that you've done with Twitch. I was like, all right, teach me your ways, senpai. But
and I have. I will continue to do so. And there's it's streaming. There are so many levels to streaming.
Yeah.
You have your intro. Basically, you could break it down into packages. Essentially, I work for a marketing company, so like I think of everything as packages or sellable things that you can sell.
Yeah.
And that's how I also run my streams. The same process. And with streaming, you have like your intro package. You just get started.
Exactly.
You have no viewers, no followers. Where do you start?
Yeah.
And like that's always the big question. Is like, what do I do? Oh my gosh, I have this thing. What do I do with it now? Like blank canvas. What do I do? Like people get so caught up in all the software and notifications and bots and getting partnered. Like that's always the big thing, is getting partnered, and that should be like the last thing you think about when you're setting up your stream.
Yeah.
You should be thinking first about you your community and how you want your community to be, because your community is a reflection of you. There are some streamers that are toxic. I'm going to throw shade. I'm not going to say names, but there are a lot of chats and a lot of streamers that are toxic.
Yes.
And their chat is equally as toxic. And this is one of the weird gray areas for rating people. Some people don't want to get rated because they had a bad experience where a streamer that's toxic had rated them with their toxic chat and had literally
gotten trolled.
They got trolled, and it became a negative experience rather than a good one. Like, when you get rated, you should be like, oh yes, this is amazing, the best thing ever. Like that should be like the best part of your day, is when someone sends people your way, no matter if it's 1 or 1,000. It should be the best part.
Yeah.
And some people, that got room for them because of that. So you always want to make sure that your community is a reflection of you, and that you run your community the way you want it.
Okay.
So that's your intro type stuff. That's the first thing you want to focus on.
Awesome. And guys, just so everybody in chat knows, there will be plenty more streamer one-on-one stuff that's coming from us. I know myself and Plague, we coordinate on a lot of stuff together behind the scenes that you guys don't get to see. It's like all of us get together and we talk about stuff for you guys. I know we have a lot of young streamers in Discord, and we want to help you guys branch out and do essentially what we get to do: come to conventions and have fun. We're doing this because we love it. Yeah, who said this was fun?
So
my legs
work.
are killing me. No,
how are your legs killing you? You've been sitting down all week,
dude. Because my legs
this is true. He's tall. He's got long legs.
I'm very tall.
So
I'm all legs.
It's kind of like when you get into a sports car and there's very limited space. And you're
like a Mazda Miata, dude. I'm like a sardine in a can in a Mazda Miata.
It's kind of like when I get my fiance's. She has a Subaru Crosstrek. Big car. Big vehicle. I get into it. She's so small that when I get in the car, I'm like compacted. Like I just got crushed. So yeah. That makes sense.
We're talking about Discord and talking about joining the True Fam. From the start, when you started Discord to now, how has what has your experience been, and how awesome has it been for you as a streamer growth?
It's been humbling, amazing and humbling. Two things I can say.
Yeah.
When I first came in, I was kind of weird because I was under the impression that there was a lot of really big streamers and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I quickly found out that I ended up being one of the biggest streamers that was on there, size-wise.
Which is true.
I mean, I'm not saying that to be ego or anything.
No.
That's just that's my perception of when I got in. I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to be around people that have around the size of my stream.
Yeah.
And we could help each other and stuff like that. And what I quickly found out was I became stream dad. People then started looking to me for help, questions, hardware, software. What do I do? What tips and tricks? And I introduced you guys to all sorts of different things that no one's even heard about.
Yeah.
FollowTrain.tv for one of those. I know you and Dust use that almost exclusively now.
And Doc.
Doc. TwitchDB.tv, a huge Twitch database with a roulette system.
You introduced me to Twitch sharing.
Twitch sharing, another community that was based on basically just streams, promotions, and getting people out there in public eye. So there's all these different things that when I got to True on their Discord, I was looking for help myself, and what I ended up finding was that I knew more than I thought. And I was then able to take my wisdom and impart it down to you guys. So what my knowledge of 5 years of Twitch is the beginning of Twitch to now, I can give to you guys in a much shorter time frame and let you guys roll with it.
Yeah.
And to me, that's been awesome, just seeing the feedback and seeing you guys grow, and people randomly in Discord, thank you, Plague, 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I tried the thing out that you recommended, and it worked great. I woke up and go, oh, great. This is awesome. It's so humbling to be able to experience that, and I wasn't expecting that to ever be the case. So Discord became family, and I'm going to continue being a stream dad.
Yes.
Hopefully be
Plague's not going anywhere, guys. He's chilling with us.
Chilling?
Yeah, he's chilling with us.
I'm hoping to be sponsored. True stream dad.
I think that might be up to Doc.
That's up to Doc. I'll
Doc,
catch him
if
outside.
you can hear us. I wouldn't want to catch him outside. Man, he messed somebody up. No, we were talking about fights and stuff last night, and I was like, Doc, no, man. Me and you are cool. We boys. We boys in the hood. What has been your best experience in Discord outside of getting to coach people?
The day that everyone became AdmiredPlague.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
For 6 hours, Discord was Plague Cord. Everyone changed their name to my name. They all changed their icon to my icon. It even spread to other Discords. It was a global. It was an epidemic. It was terrifying.
Was that Beardy Glasses that started that?
No, Silicon.
Silicon, we're blaming you.
I think it was Silicon. At least Silicon was an instigator that really made it go. And then so not only did everyone's name change, icons change, and they go to other Discords, but then people started typing these weird things where the characters, your chat characters were scrolling into other people's chats.
Yeah.
So it looked like the Matrix had just erupted over Discord. Yeah, water.
Thank you.
Green cord with the
green
water.
Cord with the water.
I'm
Dude,
finally not
I
the
remember.
booth bitch.
No, I remember. We were just talking about when everybody changed their picture to Plague. I remember Green Cord came in. He was like, "Dude, what happened?"
He's like, "What did I miss? What's going on?"
He's like, "Hold on, what happened?" Yeah, that was awesome.
That was a good day.
Funny story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
I was literally at the gym, opened up Discord. I saw what was happening. I was just in the middle of the gym cracking up. People thought I was crazy, just laughing hysterically in the middle of the gym for no reason.
There have been many laughs with this guy. I can say from just being around him, Doc, Dust, all getting to play together. Dude, there's never a shortage of laughs when all of us get together. He's become one of the core. He's up on our board, up there. Yeah,
out there.
He's one of our big time community members.
I hope so. I'm number 7 on Discord, looking for that number 6 spot.
You're gonna who do you have to beat for that?
Beardy.
Beardy. Beardy. If you're in chat right now, you got some typing to do, brother.
I'm coming.
Or else Plague is gonna take your spot, and you're gonna have to catch up.
Swiggity swooty.
Swiggity swooty. Oh man. My goodness. What else did I ask you? Okay. Here, how about this one? What has been your best experience with Gamer Chat Weekly?
Ooh, my guests. I've had some AAA guest voice actors on my podcast, and when I first started Gamer Chat Weekly, I always thought that it would just be 2-3 of us around a microphone talking about video games, updates, things like that. And then one day we had this really strange idea to you know what? Let's give this a shot. Let's just email a voice actor and see if they want to come on the show and talk about their experience in the industry and what they have to do and what their work life is like and what they do on the side and all this stuff. And we had reached out to Georgia Van Kylenberg, who is the voice actor for Vanille from Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2. And
he's met some legit people. She
got back to us and was like, I would love to be on the show and talk about Final Fantasy and everything else I do and the organizations I run, because she has a pretty rare disease called alopecia.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So her basically every hair on her body just falls out randomly and will grow back one day and stay there for months, and then it all falls out again. It's a pretty disheartening. It's not disheartening, but it's one of those diseases where if you have body image issues and stuff, it's a huge impact, and it could really make people just not want to have it anymore. It's a pretty big thing. So we had her on, we talked about Final Fantasy, we had her do some voice lines of her character. Had a great time, and then she talked about her organization and what she's doing to help people that do have it, because she's turned her life around. She does vlogs when it does happen. She's not afraid to she doesn't hold back any emotions when she's going through the experience. So she actually made a documentary about it and stuff. And after we got done with the interview, the next year when we got to go to PAX, since we go to PAX every year as guests, she actually found us, and we're like, Cameron, Brandon, Angie, come here. She's at a booth. We're like, oh my god, she actually recognized us.
That's awesome.
So being able to talk to voice actors and get guests on, it's the best thing about doing the podcast. We haven't had a guest on in a little while. I do have some, I guess I could announce this here.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Feel free.
We just sent out feelers to Dave Fenoy, who is Vol'jin from World of Warcraft, and he was Lee Everett from the Telltale Walking Dead series.
Oh, man. I got chills.
He's the only person I've ever met at a convention that I fangirled over. When I saw his booth, because I'm good friends with another voice actor named DC Douglas. He's Albert Wesker in most the newer Resident Evil games. So we're good friends, and every time he goes to a convention, they're called handlers. So me and a friend, Matt, we handle DC Douglas, and we make sure he gets to places on time, make sure that people aren't doing anything stupid around him, things like that. So he introduced me to a bunch of voice actors because we had done some previous work together outside the podcast. And he was like, yeah, this is Dave. I'm like, I walk up and I see Dave's demo reel of all the people he's been. And the list is 100 plus game characters, movie appearances and things. I'm like, And the first thing that I saw on the demo reel was his cinematic from the newest World of Warcraft expansion, when, spoiler alert, Vol'jin is dying and giving the Horde over to Sylvanas. And like, I was at his booth watching this demo reel, seeing the guy in person. I'm like chills. Like, I mean, the hair.
I need a new pair of pants.
It was just insane. So we're gonna have Dave on the show at some point this year. DC Douglas on the show. We've had other great voice actors. Melissa Hutchinson, who was Clem from Walking Dead. So it was kind of cool having Clem on, because now we can have Lee. So now we have both. So I want to get an episode with both of them on at the same time. That'd be sweet. We're going to be also moving our podcast to Twitch.
Really?
We'll be doing Twitch shows weekly through the podcast. So if you guys want to, we do have our Twitch channel up. It is Gamer Chat Weekly on Twitch. We'll be now that Infinicine has given us the software and the tools to.
So you have a channel up right now.
We have a channel up right now. Yes.
We'll be sure to follow that.
So throw it a follow, and we'll be active very soon on there. But yeah, voice actors, man.
That's awesome.
That's the best part about my podcast. And the other cool thing is we all work remote. So my two other co-hosts, one's in Indiana, one's in Connecticut. Mm-hmm. We only see each other at PAX. But when we see each other, it's like we never didn't see each other. It's like family. So
yeah.
It's just one of those things where
kind of like it was here.
Yeah,
like
you walk in, you see everyone, you're like, oh hey, what up Fuzzy, what up Angie, and then it's party time. Like it's not awkward. It's not like hi, how are you? And I'm good, I'm fine, I think. How are you? Are you good? You good? It's good. Like, it's not like that. So it's between gaining new friendships through it, meeting voice actors that turn into friends. I actually have Altair from Assassin's Creed Revelations.
That's sick.
I have his phone number, Cass Anvar.
I'm jealous.
His phone number. It's in my phone.
And you got to hang out with Jessica Negri. Kind of freaking jealous of that.
I'm friends with her. I'm friends with Jessica Negri, Bindo Gak.
We saw the pictures in Discord, and I was like, I hate you.
Yeah, I hang out with a lot of really cool people. And so, but Gamer Chat Weekly is the reason why I got UGR and Gamer Chat Weekly are the sole reasons why I have those opportunities.
Yes.
And why I'm able to travel all around the world and go to all these conventions for essentially free. I mean, I just pay for food pretty much. But it's so much fun having, them contact our show and say, hey, we want you at, like ECGC did the same thing. They emailed me and said, hey, we want you at our show, we'll pay for your pass, you just have to get here. Done.
Yeah.
So because of that, we now have a website, gamerchatweekly.com. People can book us right through there and everything. It has all of our Twitch information on there as well. Soon we'll be soon swapping out the individual streamer switches with Gamer Chat Weekly Twitch, because that's a new thing that we're starting. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a long road, but worth it.
Awesome. Awesome.
So been down it once.
Yes, you've been down this road more than once, many times.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go ahead and hand this over to Chat. I know you guys have questions for Plague. You guys know Plague's been around the Discord. He knows his Twitch stuff, so I'm going to let you guys ask away.
All right, so Chat, ask anything. If you have questions about starting out streaming, questions about ethics, morals, how to run chat, software, hardware, sites to utilize, resources to use, ask away. Ooh, Captain Jack, thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate that. You're the best.
I do have one question about like when you got engaged at Twitch. How nervous were you?
Oh man, so my engagement at PAX at the Twitch booth this year was the most nerve-wracking thing I have ever done. I was already nervous to begin with because even though we've been together 9 years, you still fear that they're going to say no. Yeah. And when you plan an engagement at PAX East, at the Twitch Partner Lounge, you don't want them to say no in front of thousands of people on Twitch Live on the front page. You don't want that to happen. So I was a nervous wreck just because of that. And then I was also nervous because I didn't get a typical engagement ring. I wanted something more sentimental, and I know she's super picky, so I didn't want to get a ring that she didn't like, that I had just spent thousands on. So we got together when we were in sophomore year of high school, and the only way we really communicated when we were that young, because we didn't have our license yet, was through World of Warcraft and TeamSpeak.
That's pretty cool.
So World of Warcraft was like our way to go on dates and stuff when we were that young and didn't have money and didn't have cars. So we would go to the Grand back in Burning Crusade and sit on top of this one little mountain and just watch sunsets with a picnic basket toy that you could play with. And then we would just talk for till 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's what we did. And then we go raid. I led the late night raid team for Karazhan and all that, so that was pretty fun. So I got her this really nice onyx black band that has the horde symbol on each side with diamonds in it, and then a ruby in the shape of a heart on top.
If you guys didn't see the ring, it was freaking awesome. Like, it was an awesome ring.
It was nice. Actually, at all of PAX, when we went to different booths and we were doing our media thing and interviewing people, it was always funny because all the girls at the booths were like, "Oh my God, let me see your ring. Oh, that is so adorable." I'm like,
yeah.
I done good.
I did good.
So I was super nervous. I think she was just as nervous as me though when I proposed, because she had no idea it was coming.
Yeah.
It was a huge orchestrated thing. Tons of like gears had to turn and like the moons had to align, because there were so many things that could have fallen apart.
Yeah.
Between the time I had talked to Twitch, got together with DJ Weed and Anna Piazza. I'm blanking on my last names. Sorry. DJ Weed and like their big like management team that does programming and stuff.
Yeah.
I had talked to Moblord, who's a global moderator on Twitch.
Yeah.
We're good friends. We met each other 4 years ago at PAX during one of the big Twitch events that they were going on.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're good friends. And I asked him, I said, "Hey, who do I talk to about getting possibly on the main stage at PAX on the Twitch stage?" And he's like, "Talk to one of these two people." So I had DM both. I slid right in their DMs. It took me like a week to get a response back. But when they got a response back, it was, yes, let's work something out. It wasn't until a week before PAX East that I found out that I couldn't get on the main stage. They couldn't do the programming. They couldn't slide me in because it would have messed up their whole production schedule. So they're like, "Well, we still want to do this. We want to make this as good as possible. We want to make this, memorable." And they're like, "How about in the Twitch partner booth?" I'm like, "Okay,
dude, just as good.
It's just as good." But then I'm like, "Okay, well, neither one of us are partners. So how do I get both of us up there?" I remember this. My friends. How do I get my friends up there that are my videographers and photographers for the event to, photo everything? How do I get everyone up there with her not suspecting a thing? So this is like literally 48 hours before I'm supposed to propose. I'm trying to figure this stuff out while maintaining some composure and doing interviews and meeting like all these people. And it's her first PAX, so she's like all over the place. Like, "Oh my God, this place is amazing. What do I do?" So I'm friends with Kate Kennedy, or Bindo Gek. She's a big cosplayer and Twitch streamer. She's a partner in Twitch streamer as well. I first met her because she does creative work and plays Overwatch stuff. And we got introduced at PAX a year ago. So we was hanging out with her, and I said, "Hey, you're a partner. Can you go to the booth and like text us both and say that like we could use the photo booth? It's like the partner lounge is now open to public for an hour to use the photo booth." And then she like texted our group message on Facebook and then Carly was like, let's go do that. I'm like, let's go do that.
Come on.
Well, we still had 3 hours to go before the proposal time because I had a set time of 4 o'clock, and she was getting tired. And she wanted to go home, and he
was DMing me the entire time, like, "Zach, I can't do this." He was like, "I'm stressing out, man."
So I was like, "Okay, where can we sit down?" Discord. Think Discord Lounge, the Discord partner lounge, because I was there. I was actually there as kind of a fill-in for Green because he couldn't make it. And I got to act as the true ambassador for PAX for the Discord stuff, which I'm wearing the Discord partner lanyard. So they had 200 PCs set up with Steam and like 100 games on each one of them, all connected via LAN. And I was like, "Oh, well, let's just go sit down there and go hang out for a bit, get something to drink." So we ended up playing Overcooked and Rocket League for 3 hours.
That's awesome.
And then I'm like, "Oh, we gotta do that photo thing." She's like, "Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Let's go do that and then go back home." Yeah. Let's go do the photo booth thing. So we get there, we get up there, we meet. His name was Ben, and doing the eyebrow thing. Met Ben, and he's like their photographer guy at Twitch and does all the media stuff. Took us up to the booth, got everything set up, and I was on like a 10-second timer, which was the kicker because I wasn't expecting a time limit with the photo booth thing. So I had 10 seconds to give my speech, get the ring out, propose, and get her in a cry face position type thing to make the picture look good. It worked out perfect. Thank goodness I have a broadcasting background. I know time in my head. So as she's setting up the camera, I'm in my pocket ready to go with the ring. I have the ring box.
in his holster.
I'm like in my pocket of my coat, and I actually have my 2 fingers on the front of the box opening to make sure that's the right way to open it, so I'm not like fumbling with it when I get it out. You gotta make sure you're not like the box is backwards. You're like, oh shit. Okay. So as I pulled it out, I did this really sweet like Grabbed her, turned her, pulled the box out on my knee, opened the box, gave this like 4-second speech. She finally realized what was happening, and her face like, boom, like just like hands up, and the picture goes off at that exact moment, and the entire Twitch partner lounge and outside of the lounge, because it was broadcast on all the TVs on PAX.
Yeah.
The entire show floor erupted when she said yes.
If you guys haven't seen it, you can go back and watch one of the Twitch Weekly. They got shouted out on Twitch Weekly.
Yeah, Twitch Weekly
awesome.
put us out on Twitter. It ended up getting like 800 likes, 200 something retweets, a bunch of comments. My phone did not shut up for a week.
Yeah.
It was insane. So that was crazy.
Some people in chat have some. Oh. All right, so Tai Chi wants a shout out.
What up, Tai Chi? Love you, buddy. There's your shout out.
Green Cord is asking, who's the most memorable person you had on GCW?
Probably the Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses producers. So the producers that put on the live orchestra show for the Symphony of the Goddesses, they were on our show. We had both of them on. And they actually took time out of their travels to a show, and they did the interview from an airport. And we ended up going over time, and like it was one of the greatest. It was probably one of my most favorite podcasts to do because one, I had two people on the show, not just one. So I'm getting feedback from different people. Our questions I felt like were the best questions we've ever asked, and it was they were people from something that we all cared about on the podcast. All of us are huge Zelda fans. We love music, and having them had just come through Cleveland and do a show, I was like, oh, this is awesome. So we did the show, and then afterwards, they actually reached out to us and said, if you guys ever want tickets to go, we'll hook you up with booth seats up top, VIP lounge type stuff. And I'm like, so we actually went down to Pennsylvania, and we did a show there and hung out with them and got to meet them and hang out. It was probably one of my favorite people to talk to.
Dude, that's awesome. Plague has done many different things for Twitch, guys. Like, he's been...
Hadoken, speaking of Hadoken, Ryu, the voice actor for Ryu, I've had him on our show too.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Massive Ryu fan. Does anybody else have any questions? Tai Chi, Pims, Timmy?
Thank you for the follow, man. Thank you, Tai Chi. Appreciate that.
Nice, man. Nice, good job.
Holding the ring box like it's high noon.
It's high noon.
Plague needs to post to pick up in spam. I could repost it. I have it on my phone.
Yeah, he's got that saved.
I did see something, I think, up here. Where? Any more questions? Nope, I thought I saw more questions up there.
Let's scroll back down and see if we have any more. I don't think we have any more
enjoying listening to all this.
You're just enjoying listening.
Does anyone have questions, though, about streams or about
if you guys have...
about some of the stuff I do on the side? Anything. We're turning this into an AMA.
Yeah, pretty much. This is a true AMA.
Actually, I got one for you, White.
What's up?
What color are your undergarments today?
Pretty sure they're black.
Me too.
Freaking high five.
We're the best. Somebody's supposed to. We'll get.
Yeah, we'll get that vid
when
up.
I get done with the interview, I'll post the vid up in Discord or the tweet or the link to the tweet that went out because people are still retweeting the tweet with the proposal on it, and it's pretty fresh still in my notifications on Twitter.
Okay.
So I'll take the tweet link and I'll put it in spam when we get done and wrap.
How many colors in your hair?
I have 4. I have dark blue at the roots, and then each strand of hair fades from green, blue, and purple.
It's like a peacock. What is the recommended software you suggest for the smoothest streaming?
That's all based on internet, to be completely honest. But if I want to, if we're gonna be serious, and sponsorship stuff aside, and I'm completely honest with you guys, right now Infinicine, because it is web-based and cloud-based, it only uses 12% of your CPU total while a game is running.
Really?
XSplit uses 17 and OBS uses 22. That's stock.
Depending on CPU.
Depending on your CPU, but that is like stock, typical hardware for a streamer. If you look at analytics, most streamers have a certain setup.
So would this be running like on an i7 6700?
Right.
Yeah.
If you run tests and analytics on OBS, XSplit, and Infinicine, all on the average streamer's rig, OBS has the highest usage, XSplit has the second, and then it's Infinicine.
Okay, very nice.
So Infinicine would be your best bet for the smoothest, but it's all based on your hardware and stuff. Like, I've never had a not smooth stream with XSplit. I know tons of people that use OBS and have perfectly fine streams. It all is based on your upload for your internet, and that's what they see. If you want something smooth, always make sure your upload is at least 3 up, because if it's not 3 up, basically if you think about your upload speed and your bit rate, if you're at 2,000 up or 2000 bit rate, you need 2 up to support that output.
Okay.
If you're at 3000, you need 3 up to support that output. So any higher than that, like if you guys don't have the upload to handle your bit rate, it's going to get choppy.
All right. What would you use for a crappy ISP like White Shadow and I have?
Well, OBS seems to work for White Shadow.
Sometimes.
I would recommend trying out Infiniscene though. Give it a shot.
I might actually try it.
I mean, it's a great system. It's completely free. You don't pay for anything. All the options are there. They also partnered with a company called TRUgaming, which is an overlay design company, like professional overlay design company. That's all they do. They partner with them to give a bunch of like free templates for overlays.
Really?
That you can modify with your name and your social and all that. So. If you want to do that.
So this would be good for like a new streamer.
Yeah, a new streamer that doesn't have the funds to pay for fancy stuff. Infiniscene team with TRUgaming would be a great starting option.
Okay. You guys heard it here first.
Yay.
Here's my question.
Okay.
What, besides like the AdmiredPlague thing that's happened in Discord, like, what's your favorite part about like getting to see the community grow in TRUgaming?
The initiation process.
The initiation process?
Seeing new people come into the Discord and seeing like how they react to the shenanigans that the regulars that have been there for, ever, since the beginning of time, seeing how they react to the community, because there's not many communities that are as close-knit as ours and as large as they are.
Yeah.
I have been part of many communities, you've been part of many communities where
Yes.
things fall apart. There's a lot of, back talk, backstabbing, it's just very negative spaces, where Tru has been one of the best positive reinforced places. I mean, we get in some heated discussions over things, but it always ends with us hugging and sleeping in the same bed together at ECGC.
Plague was in my bed.
I was in his bed. So yeah, seeing it grow and where it's going, and being able to then, like, new people come in, I'm like, ooh, fresh meat for me to stream coach.
Yeah.
Because people come in like, oh, who's a streamer? And we're all like, there's like 12 of us. Like, well, who do you go for?
We all raise our hands.
Who do we go for graphics?
Dust.
Who do you go for video stuff? Plague. Who do you go to see people shoot their teammates? White Shadow. So it's really cool having new people come in and ask all those questions, and then it's basically like we get to stream that all over again. And it's like, here's your initiation. We're going to talk about something really stupid right now. If you like it, well, then stay. If you don't, well, there's the leave button. We're not gonna like force you to stay here.
Yeah, exactly.
But Silicon and I do a great job of moderating. Huge shout out to you guys. Silicon, you never sleep, and you need to get some sleep. You should be sleeping now. You just need to hit the off switch for like a week. Go to somewhere tropical, hang out, and sleep.
Oh God, I had a question. Okay, so for some of the newer streamers out there, what would be the best piece of advice that you can give anyone starting their first stream?
Learn to talk to yourself. It doesn't matter if you have a webcam or not. Webcams, I think, hinder people that are uncomfortable at first. I feel that if you are starting to stream and you're not sure about being on webcam, don't be on webcam.
Okay.
Turn it off until you are ready. But the biggest thing that you want to do is always talk. One of the things I've learned through all the broadcasting I've done, whether that be my podcast or websites or whatever, and doing YouTube, is that you need to speak your mind all the time, 100%.
Okay.
Because if you're playing a game and there's no one in chat, right?
Yes.
So you have 0 viewers right now, and that's because most people starting out have 0 viewers unless they have like a friend that mods for them or something. If they come in, if viewers do come into your channel and they don't see you talking and you're just focused and you're just playing the game, doing the thing, they'll just leave. It's no longer entertaining to them.
Yeah.
However, if you're a person that is able to break this, it's a hard thing to do, so you have to like learn to teach yourself to do it and start in like small steps. Like, start with, if you're playing a game, talk about why you have the game, why you bought the game, the story about the game, with the little as spoilers as possible. If you're playing a game like League of Legends, why did you choose that character? Why do you like this position or that role? How your team comp is set up. You definitely want to just keep talking, because then people can start asking you questions in chat, because you're giving people content to feed off of.
Exactly.
Because if you don't give chat something to feed off of, then you can't feed off of chat. And some of the best streams come from chat interaction with you, and you end up having questions and laughs and moments that get clipped because of chat.
Exactly.
And if you don't start the ball rolling with your own commentary first, that will never come.
Exactly.
So the biggest piece of advice is definitely learn to stream. Definitely learn to talk when you're streaming. And don't be afraid to sound like you're a crazy person talking to yourself ever, because to people coming in, you're not talking to them. I mean, it's one of those things you gotta get into. So.
Something you have to get over. And guys, we've all done it. Like, we all started at 0. Mm-hmm. Every single one of us have. I'm going to kind of build off of this with Plague here. I started with a camera. I think, did you start with a camera?
Yep.
I started with a camera.
I do.
Well, he does.
I do. I did right before this interview because I was nervous. I wasn't nervous. It was the tequila, I promise. Yeah, so there are days I don't have webcam.
Yeah.
Actually, I just got blackout curtains because where my office is, and now that it's becoming spring and summer, the sun is coming through my window, my blinds.
It messes with
my stream when I start my stream, because I usually start my stream at 7 o'clock, and now the sun is coming down at 7. So until I got my blackout curtains, I would just turn the camera off because it just looked bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I had like streaks and stuff. And I actually found out that sometimes streaming without a webcam is actually pretty fun because, one, there's more screen real estate for people to see, and 2, I could pick my nose. It's great. I don't have to worry about it. When I
cannot wear pants.
Yeah. Well, I don't wear pants when I stream.
You don't?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, I work from home, and I stream all my work, and I stream in the afternoons and stuff. You only see from here up. All I gotta do is throw on a shirt. I'm just usually just wearing boxers. So just make sure that if I ever stand up on stream, I make sure I have my waist screen up first.
Your waist screen up first? Okay. So,
I did have a stream where people saw the Plague booty. Not bare booty, but I was wearing compression shorts.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it made my butt look good, though.
I bet.
Booty was fat.
The ass was fat.
It was good.
Well, I think we have about 4 minutes left here.
4 minutes. Any other questions, guys?
Any other questions in chat, guys? Come on, I know somebody. Compression shorts.
It's closing time.
We're gonna start singing if you guys don't start asking.
ECGC's about to end, and I love everyone in chat.
Captain Wish Show, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Captain Wish Show, what up, man? He's one of my friends.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Captain Wish Show coming out to hang out with us.
Shout out to you, Captain.
Sing it. Yo, we're not singing on this.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the white shadow shadows people tonight.
Shadows pinned to death.
A team kill.
I think let's go ahead and wrap it up because we want to go out and hang out around here and get ready.
I had a blast though. This was fun, even though I wasn't entirely here with True. I felt welcomed and loved, and you guys were the best. And I did enjoy helping out and helping market. And huge shout out to everyone in chat, all the mods, everyone that's helped out make this event. This is the first event possible.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for having me come by and hang out.
Thank you for coming out, man. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. I do this anyway.
It's kind of awesome. I'll say this. It's awesome having a community member and getting to like somebody that I've known for over a year now.
My butt hurts.
And actually, your butt hurts?
Wallet.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
Curved seat wallet. No good.
Getting to meet them in person. Like, Plague is a good friend of mine. Meeting all of the streamers, meeting the True employees, everything. It's been a phenomenal experience. Guys, by the way, this is the last stream. We're cutting it off after this. We're going to go ahead and end so we can go walk around the convention and kind of spend some time networking. But
then we're gonna go party together.
Yeah, then we're gonna go party together. I get to chill with this guy.
We're the last two.
We're the last
remaining True fam that's
we're
not
the last
company.
men standing.
And actually,
it's like PUBG.
Yeah, we're the last two standing. I hope it doesn't white shadow me tonight.
I'm not.
Actually, okay. So before we go, I was nervous because I told Green earlier. I was like, what if this is my time? What if this is my last day here? Because white shadows me live on Twitch.
I'm not gonna white shadow anybody in person. It's only a game.
I made sure I checked behind the table for a frying pan first, so we're good. There was no frying pan.
Speaking of frying
anyone
pans,
periscoping? Taichi, I'll be periscoping tonight. We're
gonna be periscoping.
We'll both be periscoping the Google Fiber thing. It is VIP invite only. It's not even on the website, so it's pretty low key.
Yeah.
Well, I just made it not low key. Surprise! But yeah, we'll be periscoping live from there.
But guys, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you everybody for chilling and chat with us this week. I mega appreciate it.
All the brands we used?
Yes. No, not all the brands. I'm gonna do all of the sponsor streamers real quick. Guys, if you're new to TRUgaming, if you're new to chat, be sure to follow all of the True team. So I'm gonna get on the list here. Big Panda, big shout out to him for coming out and being a True ambassador. Buzzlin, Dan the Dapper, Detox Gaming, Dirty German, Don Fandango, Dustin Design, Ildo Tor, who is now the True full-time streamer. Massive shout out to my man. It's Paladin, one-hand FPS, Rob de Oso, the excellent couple, Veluk, AdmiredPlague for hanging out with me today, my buddy, and
My dude. Bring it in.
Come on, bring it in. And big shout out, Green, Katie, get over here. Come on, last stream.
It's the last stream,
over here.
end of the show. Come
Let's
on,
bring it in.
in.
And a massive shout out to this man right here for running the soundboard.
This guy here,
Massive shout
he
out.
sacrificed his time marketing and walking around to make sure that the video and audio and everything that we were doing was correct. So
And my buddy.
a lot of work.
My buddy, True Mama, for hanging out with us and taking care of us like a mama should.
But really also just shout out to all the sponsored streamers that came out for the weekend and
absolutely.
streamed all day, every day. That was awesome. And Plague here for coming to do an interview and just helping us out around the booth and repping us across the conference. That's awesome. So thank you guys for that as well.
Yeah, no problem there. Thank you guys for
He's
having
gonna get
us.
so emotional.
Yeah, don't cry. No, you are.
He's gonna cry.
No, but this is it, guys. So thank you all, and we're gonna go ahead and end it with
signing off from ECGC.
True signing off from ECGC. We will be back
Somewhere.
this weekend, guys. See you soon.
We'll see you all at home.
I love
We're
you
back at
guys.
our own stream.
Give them hearts.
Hearts up in chat, boys, girls, everyone. Love you all.
Love you guys.
Bye.